Hello and welcome to this practice cast. I am Hiprain. Joining me today is NekoShinobi. We're going to jump straight into this here. Blue side, picking up that Israel AD carry, one of those high tier AD carries we're talking about, but we didn't actually mention Israel earlier, but he's fantastically strong AD carry. So supported by a Nami. In the mid lane, there is an Aurelian Soul. I've not been able to cast an Aurelian Soul yet, so I'm very excited to see what's going to happen there. Vi in the jungle and a Nautilus in that top lane.
Going against him today, we are going to have Echo top lane. Very popular pick at this moment in time. We have got Veigar in the mid lane. Tahm Kench in the jungle. A little bit weird. I've heard rumours of a big frog wandering around the jungle, but you don't see it yourself too often.
It works.
Yeah. Graves as an ADC. Now, it has been a long time since we've seen Graves out of the jungle and back in lane, where if you ask me, he belongs. And Blitzcrank is going to be supporting him. So, both sides, we've got a lot of engage coming in. The thing about Blitzcrank, and we always mention this, is my problem with him over, say, a Thresh or a Nautilus is if he misses his pull, there's really not a lot he can do to follow up with that. Once he misses that initial engage, I mean, if he hits that engage, early game you're going to blow a summoners. Late game you're going to kill someone.
You're completely right, but what Blitzcrank will have on this team is he has so many means to land that grab. He's going to struggle to miss grabs with a Tahm Kench slow, an Echo stun, AoE stun, a Veigar AoE stun, or at least keeping people in place. So yes, I know what you mean, but at the same time, he does have the means to his disposal to be able to land these grabs. But I don't think Blitzcrank's going to win or lose on this game. I think the big thing to look out for is this Echo top lane.
Absolutely.
Top tier, and he is so good into these tanks like Nautilus, because the thing about Nautilus is Nautilus has relatively low damage. Well, he has high damage actually. I don't know what I'm saying. He has relatively high damage early. Obviously, drops off later where Echo's going to scale and scale and scale, and the survivability at level 6 is going to be so good into this Nautilus. Nautilus can throw his full combo out as long as Echo's slightly tanky. He can just press R and reset the fight completely.
Well, of course, the dangerous thing for Nautilus going straight into this Echo, if he doesn't have help from his jungler Vi, what he's going to find is he's going to go and he's going to use everything. Echo's then got he's got his AoE stun, which also gives him the shield. He's got his enhanced auto attacks that proc a shield, and he's got his ult, which is going to bring back all his health. And if Nautilus spends too long fighting him, Echo's not even going to have to worry about aiming that ult, because he'll pop it and just land straight back where he is. Echo is so good into these top lanes, especially the ones that are slightly slower and have little maneuverability. Nautilus is going to have to play this really carefully. If he works together with Vi on this, Vi is really good at catching these mobile champs. She's got her ult, she's got her Q, she's got the denting blows if Echo chooses to stay around. They've both got a similar passive in the sense they get shields off their abilities.
He only gets a shield off his W.
Yes, of his W, yes.
Yes, he has to work around those shields. The thing we haven't really looked at is this Veigar versus Aurelian Soul. Now, this is a matchup I've not seen. I've not seen Veigar play into Aurelian Soul.
I've not even seen curling Veigar, to be completely honest with you.
You're not wrong. I'm not certain how this is going to work out for him here. Aurelian Soul he's kind of good into these mages because of the range he gets. So yes, his stun obviously can connect onto the Aurelian Soul. That's going to do a lot of good for him. But remember, Aurelian Soul has a longer range stun he can use because he can just move with it. The range discrepancy between Veigar's abilities and the expansion, the Star expansion, Celestial expansion, I believe it's called.
Yeah.
The range between those two abilities is fairly similar. So even if Veigar stuns him, as long as Celestial expansion's on at the beginning of that, you can at least turn the trade into
yeah, exactly. And one thing Veigar's going to have a lot of problem. We're going to speak a lot about mobility this match because there is a lot of mobility all around on some champs and very little on others. For example, Veigar, if he doesn't connect his stun, his flash is the only thing that will get him out of a troubling situation.
Yeah, Veigar also needs to buy items, but...
Well, it's that new strat. He wants that gold in his pocket savings account strat.
Okay.
That's what it is. I made that up, don't trust me.
The old bank plank.
The old bank plank, yeah.
That was the old Avarice Blade, first Q, Gangplank.
Yeah. He's trying it. Anyway, fairly easy jungle starts. Not going to see any big invades coming out. There's a lot of CC to go around, and no one's going to want to risk that. Instead, they're going to help out that Tahm Kench. Tahm Kench as a jungler, I said earlier, you don't see him a lot, but I really love his level 6 ganking potential. He can just show up in a lane with someone else, and that was a really, really tidy leash for him there, and he's going to get way away very quickly with that.
He's got fairly strong wave clear about when he hits his kind of level 3 part. He starts to do a pretty strong wave clear. He gets so strong because of his level 6 passive. Cinderholt giving him extra health for all the health items he builds. His passive then gives him he does extra damage percentage on his own health, so he's just going to scale horribly off this health he's going to be constantly building. Now this is the point where Nautilus will be winning these trades into Echo, although Echo did kind of turn that trade back in his favour.
And what we didn't mention earlier is that Nautilus is running this Grasp of the Undying, which I know you absolutely love. I love it. It's just going to constantly give him health back as he lands those attacks, which is going to help him.
Master.
Oh, absolutely. They made it for us. It's lovely.
A grab goes straight for onto Nami. She doesn't have the knock-up on her. It looks like she might get out here, but a massive trade is also breaking out in the top lane. Echo managed to get that extra passive in there. There's the knock-up. There's the exhaust. She's healed herself. The exhaust has been thrown through onto Ezreal. He can land a few mystic shots and potentially get himself a kill here. Got the Excellence Flux as well in there. And that trade went from a really good Blitzcrank grab into just pure falling apart of them. Landed that on the minion. The grab is down, so now they have to pay up a little bit here.
Yeah. So Blitzcrank landed that wonderful grab. I believe he actually
hold your breath! Flash from Vi! Disarm battery! First blood is picked up onto Nami!
Nami carry, because Ezreal didn't actually get the assist on that. Really strong gank from Vi, and that's going to absolutely assert the dominance in the bot lane for this Ezreal, who is already taking his way ahead on the farm. I thought we might get a little something more from that. Yeah, this bot lane, Blitzcrank landed that wonderful grab. He throws the needle, stun, and just look at the damage that's going to fall down on him. He's just going to extend the circumference of that circle there and just land that damage even though he's under tower. Long story short, Graves was reloading when Nami was pulled in, which meant that horrible damage was delayed until she was able to get out. By that time, Ezreal came in.
Big trade there in the top lane. I think we were talking about at the beginning of this game is obviously the Veigar versus Aurelion Sol, and how I was saying Aurelion Sol is so good if you get the right matchup. Veigar is that matchup. Obviously, Veigar's ultimate will scale off his damage as well, so it will get really horrible into him. But he has that range which can just completely negate everything Veigar wants to do.
Emptying the bench onto the bot lane here.
Coming in here. Here comes the Earth. Can he get the kill? We didn't get the skin. We didn't get the champ, so we're getting the skins.
Oh!
Top lane. The shield's gonna come through, but he still manages to get the kill. Nami's on the run. She gets slicked up by the tongue lash, and support steals the kill. I feel Graves could have had that, but he didn't get it. Ezreal did get out on that. But still, a really good global trade all over the team. Blue side there.
Yeah, coming up really nicely. Ezra managed to get himself away. Graves didn't get the kill, he got the assist. Tahm Kench actually took the kill with his Devour. Nautilus up top played that fight so well. The problem Echo is having is he's landing his Time Winder, and he's then going all in. He's not caring about the minion wave or the towers. We've seen him taking tower shots. Celestial expansion is going to miss, but he doesn't mind. He's just going to mop up all that farm there, and look at this discrepancy in gold already, 42 to 24. An absolutely terrifying beginning. He's got himself 1,250 gold in his pocket, and he's leading by a good sort of 300 gold already in this game.
Yeah, so this is exactly what I was saying about Aurelion Sol. He's going to become an absolute monster late game. Now, we're really seeing this Echo struggle here in the top lane. Picked himself up a Corrupting Potion and that Ruby Crystal, but he's just losing trade after trade because Nautilus is just going to build that new Magic Mental, going to stack into that Magic Resist, and he's just going to become unkillable for Echo. Now, obviously, Echo, top lane tank Echo, isn't about building tanky. Comes in. The reload was up there, but it looks like Yampa could go down here. It doesn't feel like he's going to get out because a great heal came through from Ezreal. And Ezreal is now winning the trade. He's landing auto attack after auto attack. The passive of Blitzcrank is popped, and they don't get anything else, but that was a fantastic trade. Stun's going to go a little wide here in the top lane. I haven't seen Veigar use Event Horizon at all this game.
I haven't seen it, no. no, because he can't capitalise on it. He's always been in a poor position for it and always been on the back foot. Really nicely played by Ezreal and Nami down the bot.
Stun's gonna come through. He's landing passive with the auto attack. Hops over the top of him.
Hook.
The hook, the Riptide, and Yukikyo. He is in for it. Can Jimster manage to chase up any more? Here comes the gank from the Tahm Kench. There's the lick. There's the chilling smite. There's the grab. Ultimate comes through. Great time winder to slow. Another tongue lash, but I don't think they can get the kill. This shield is coming through for and they're not going to get anything else.
Whew. That was a little bit scary.
So
oh my goodness me!
He just takes him out.
By me, just cooked away, and that ult does so much damage at these levels. I mean, look at him. Aurelion Sol's got himself that catalyst.
Bubble.
Oh my
God!
Oh, there's the
Yamper. No, the exhaust is thrown out. I don't think he has any more lives left in him.
We're seeing supports carry this game. Blitzcrank has more kills than the Graves, and Nami has more kills than the Ezreal at
Graves
this
has
point.
more assists as well.
So he is the support. Yeah. Ezreal now on the back foot. He's got to watch out for this pull.
Oh, no! He is reloading. He arcane shifts away. He doesn't have ultimate available. The Q hit the wall and gets the kill. Benzi does secure the dragon, however. Aurelion Sol dodges the tongue lash. Event Horizon can now get used. Flashes over the Event Horizon, and he gets himself out to safety. He'll had to get used onto Blitzcrank to keep him alive, and his passive was popped.
Yeah, probably didn't need to be tanking the tower when you see the big wave of minions you had there. But who am I to question AD carry Blitzcrank, as he's actually got himself a sheen on that first item. So Aurelion Sol flashed out of the Event Horizon there. A really, really nice move. So he's used his flash, but he's keeping this Veigar down. Veigar has only gone up 20 farm since we last mentioned it to him. He's got himself. yeah. It was like, hey Veigar, man, you gotta work this farm up. Tahm Kench has been ganking like a real champion here, and Nautilus on this top lane. He doesn't really care that he was buried at the bottom of the sea the other week on the surrender at 20. He's just coming back with full of vengeance as another stun misses.
He does get the shield, not too much more. Now Grandpa gets stunned in place by the dragon there. Didn't see the name. We're seeing this Tahm Kench gank more than we're seeing Avaya, and Avaya's a very strong early ganker. She has the gap closer.
She has that
knockup.
one.
She has CC. I'm getting excited.
I know. But Tahm Kench is roaming up. Yeah,
he's doing a lot of damage.
Absolutely. Bubble
coming through. The Essence Flux is coming through. He's going to have to arcane shift away. Yamper, you get grabbed one more time. The ultimate is available.
Oh, dear.
The ultimate is thrown down, and he's going to get the kill.
Double bubble, toil and trouble did not matter as Graves came forward with that really strong and Graves is really asserting his dominance. He's finally got himself more kills than his support. And Blitzcrank now has the 2 assists, so maybe we can go back to what we've done. So Vi has been playing this really weirdly. You said it right when you said she's such a strong early gank. She had that beautiful first gank. Is this going to be a hook?
Flash grab goes right wide. The Q did not come through. Another flash thrown down. So many flashes burnt in that bot lane. Ezreal did manage to drop that, dodge that grab, Keely.
Yes.
But he did burn a flash.
He's now been forced out, so the early lead that he was finding against Graves is just starting to be pushed away. And look at this, Aurelion Sol doesn't even mind that he's under the tower and he's taking those tower shots because he's doing so much damage to this Veigar.
Now, a thing we didn't... Oh, good bubble again. A thing we didn't speak about was the reason that obviously Ezreal's losing these early trades is because he's stacking that Tear of the Goddess. He has to get that ready for him. The ultimate is going to be available for Aurelion Sol. Missed the stun, so unfortunately not going to get anything else. Let me finish my point, please. He's on a Tear of the Goddess. That Tear of the Goddess is on 57 stacks at this point, so he's got a long way to go before he can scale up into that really strong point. Good tower take there for the bot lane, so this will propel Ezreal's build path. We're going to see that Sheen coming out. It's got that Sapphire Crystal, so that back was a little bit unfortunate. He wasn't even close to backing there, getting that Sheen, so he's really, really getting pushed back and back by this bot lane. Once he gets that Sheen, once he gets that Iceborne Gauntlet and that Mana Muni, then we're going to see him completely crush. But Graves is getting ahead. Graves has got that serrated dagger, and also he's got the BF sword to his name. So he's winning in the CS, he's winning in the kills, he's winning in the gold lead here. What we need to see Ezreal kind of just farm up, get himself into a position where he's going to be able to maybe not duel the Graves, but if a fight breaks out, he will be able to at least trade.
He needs to do what Ezreal's do.
Because he's losing every trade. He needs to just be able to poke away. He's not a duelist like Graves. What he is he's a siege tool. Effectively, he's one of those siege champs. He has so much poke, and he will supply the damage when it's needed. Dredge line goes onto Yuki Neo, takes a tower shot, not too much more coming through. Fantastic bubble, fantastic tidal wave. Remember what I was saying about the damage though. Ezreal just doesn't have it. The ultimate, the tongue lash licks the fish to death, and sushi is on Tahm Kench's appetite today.
Absolutely, a horrifying gank as he just Jaws theme appeared in that lane with the Abyssal Void. He actually used it. Yeah,
he was ready for the kill.
He was absolutely ready. Yeah, he was so ready. Ult burn to take. Oh God!
Oh, can he die? Yes! Oh my God! I not even saying what killed him there. I thought he was out.
It was the Winions. The Winions had enough. They wanted their share. A Celestial expansion goes on. Does go wide again, but look at the damage.
Oh. He's chasing. The Event Horizon's going to keep him in place.
Oh no!
What was he doing?
Poorly.
Good job by Vega.
Poorly played by Aurelion Sol there. He came into
Bensi has found Daddy. He's auto-attacking him. He's thrown him down. Remember, he has to get through that shield, but he just gets spat out. He's not going to chase it anymore. He has the ultimate. He throws it down and he gets the kill because he was airborne, so he couldn't proc the E.
He could not get that second bar of that Street Fighter health back to him. Vi is actually building towards that Warrior's Enchantment. It is really strong on Vi. As we saw there, she's not even filled up. She's doing so much damage. But, and this is the key but, Vi has just not been present at all this game. She had that lovely flash gank. I thought that was going to be the end of bot lane. With that gank coming in and just taking up the...
that thought, sorry. Duskblade picked up onto Graves' first item. That's a bit of an odd one, really. I'm excited to see how this is going to work out. Obviously, it's got like a 1 to 2 minute long cooldown, if I remember right.
Yes.
It's got a long time before that's going to actually really come into play here. Yuki Kyo is just getting absolutely destroyed by this Nautilus. And the lane we thought was going to win just didn't win.
No.
Everything missed. The bubbles come through and a trade goes heavily in topside's favour. The tidal wave does connect, but here comes Spookback. The Event Horizon needs to be hopped over by Alamater. He manages to do it. The grab is also going to be available. The Dust passive came through and got him the kill. Oh, good times.
That was Graves heard you talking smack about his item build. Nautilus gonna get the TP down here.
Through. He's thrown down the depth charge. He has the Q. He lands the Q onto the Blitzcrank, stuns him in place. Aurelion Sol is also here, and he has ultimate available to his name. Is he gonna use it? He throws it down. The Celestial expansion secures the kill. The stun's coming through, and Podovan, he manages to get stunned by the Event Horizon. Spookback manages to save himself, but not his teammates.
And that has opened up the second dragon of this game. The first one was soloed by Vi. I think they could have also gone for the tower by that, but Echo is going to get that top lane tower, which is absolutely a huge trade for them, and that's going to open up so much gold for Echo. Tahm Kench in a little bit of trouble again. He's popped that Street Fighter health, but it's just not going to be enough.
This is not what they need to do. They do not need to give Ezreal any gold at this point. He's behind. Don't let him get strong, because we all know what strong Ezreal's like.
But look at this move. So yeah, they got the Baron. That 15-minute Baron. Yeah. They got the Dragon. They got the second stack on Dragon, and they got a few kills to their team. But Echo, who's been having a real trouble farming underneath this Nautilus, has pushed himself ahead by 20 farm here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. 20 farm.
But that
is big for him.
Another I thought that one was going to hit.
Yeah, that was the one I thought was going to get.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Echo also managed to push a lot of damage onto that tower, and he's opened up a chance for him to go back and get himself some items. Look at the gold differences here. It's all spread out everywhere. Graves is going hard onto Ezreal there.
No! Comes through. He has the ultimate.
Carry Blitz.
Use it. Blitz just goes splat onto Ezreal. A little bit of a scumbag move there, but we'll take it.
He's the carry. He's the carry.
I say scumbag
They are racing,
move.
yeah.
Graves was farming, so actually that was a well-earned kill by Blitzcrank. Third kill. He has the most kills in the game.
So one of the points I was trying to make earlier, and then we had that lovely TP coming in by Nautilus. Very close.
At the time.
There was a lot of people down here. Nami is in big trouble of a dive coming out from this.
Echo didn't get that tower in the top lane, and now Bensi's coming in. He has the ultimate available. Yuki Neo does have the the ultimate for himself as well. Stun onto 2-man. The Event Horizon is also thrown out. Oh my lord! Aurelion Sol just melts Spookback. And Bensi and Jimster don't actually get anything onto the top lane here. Yamsa, you might get caught. Yamsa gets grabbed. He gets knocked up. He bubbles nothing. Here is Ezreal though. Ezreal manages to secure himself the kill. He has the Duskblade goes splat, and they trade 2 for 1 in that bot lane fight there.
Somehow, even in that narrow jungle corridor, 2 for 2, of course, yeah. Somehow in that narrow jungle corridor, Graves still managed to find the space. Condorino managed to find the space to use his quick draw to get around Ezreal's Q. He had the Duskblade, helped him out so much there. Vi coming in again, and she's still not actually ganking a huge amount. She's in a big trouble now.
She's dead.
Yeah, there is the acquired taste.
There's the auto attack, spits him out, and Grandpa gets a kill.
Tasty, very nice. All that neon hair dye though probably doesn't go down too well. Vi has been playing this game so bizarrely. She now has her warriors, and she's building towards that Titanic Hydra. It's that very, very strong Bruiser Vi build we've been seeing. But she's barely ganked. She has ganked twice. In fact, Nautilus's TP to bot lane was a stronger gank than she had all game. She did solo the dragon early on, and of course that early dragon stack did help out, but she's not been there to help her team. She really needs to get in and start ganking. People need to... This Graves and this Blitzcrank carry need to be sorted out here. She did try and get the gank on Echo. He did manage to get away. Watch out.
Doesn't stun anything, and now he's getting chased down by Daddy. Daddy spits him out into the Event Horizon. Spookback gets ulted back by Aurelion Sol, but he's not going to get any kills out of that.
He expanded the stars, and I'm not really sure why there. Oh god, Abyssal Voyage!
But he gets pinned under tower. The Abyssal Voyagers come in, the tongue lick, and they're going straight onto Jimster Moose. Grandpa Yelian kicks him under the tower. He gets tongue lashed one more time, and the tower gets Yukikiyo a kill. And meanwhile, in the bot lane, Ezreal got left on absolutely no health, but he got out nice and safe there.
But again, ask yourself the question, whereabouts is Vi? She's back in the jungle farming once again. She has got 73 farm to her name, that's great and all, but her team is being ran ragged, trying to keep up with Red Side here. Condorino is doing so well to just push Ezreal back whenever he does anything. Blitzcrank and Veigar are now poised for a perfect tower dive and a tower take. That hook has provided them so much. But here comes Celestial Expansion.
The dragon is coming in. Look at the size of it. He's putting it around. Look at all the damage. The True Shot Barrage is there. Aurelion Sol wasted his ultimate earlier, so that potential double kill just got absolutely thrown out the window. Grab goes a little bit wide. Can he get himself the kill? The heal's thrown down. The Event Horizon is also thrown down. The stun did connect, but Podovan is down. Here, the Dredge Line takes him out. The depth charge goes splat, and he gets himself the kill. Where is Vi? Vi is still top lane.
Scuttle Crab.
And he's going to get pinned in place by the ultimate. Yes, he is. And he's going to get spat out and killed 2 for 1 in the bot lane. And now Vi's come in. Vi smites, Flash kills him. But why was Vi top?
Poor again. She's playing this so poorly. She has the damage to really show up and work in these team fights. She's doing this weird kind of opportunistic assassin sort of style where, you know, she flash queued in at the early game to get rid of Graves, and that was a great gank. She was really trying to get the kill on it hard. She invested a lot into it, and then she was pottering around. She got the Scuttle Crab. Scuttle Crab isn't going to take your tower. Red team are, and with a decisive fight in that jungle path, so much was burnt by blue team for a kill on Veigar. And a kill on Graves, in fact.
Jimster Moose did a really good TP, but unfortunately at this point he TP too late, so I'd love to have seen him come through a little bit earlier there. Podovan is really crushing this mid lane. Echo's been forced into the wave clear because Veigar did get killed, which will allow this top side to push away from him, so he will lose a bit of CS. Stun has to get cancelled because Veigar showed up. Here is the Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank misses the grab apparently through the entire team, and he is losing chunks of his health bar. The ultimate is thrown down. The True Shot Barrage is thrown down, and it doesn't look like Graves can really fight Jimster Moose at this point. The depth charge is there. Is the Dredge Line? That is the question. Here is Ezreal. Ezreal's landing everything. The tidal wave comes through. The Q, the bubble, everything is thrown out. The Dredgeon goes down and Yuki Neo ults backwards to safety. He gets exhausted. The rest of his team is now collapsing. And blue side on low health bars. The ignite from Podovan gets himself a kill. And this fight's gone wrong. There's the ultimate onto Yuki Neo. Yuki Neo does not have ultimate available. He gets eaten by Tom Kench. And he gets saved. Blue side, they can push. They can take a dragon. They can take a tower. The world is their oyster at this point.
They are going to find themselves going down to the dragon right now. I think they could have very easily burst the Baron down, although I swallow my words when I see the kind of people who are still up. They're going to take the dragon, and the push is going to go onto the mid lane, while Aurelion Sol clears that top lane. That was a better fight. They were there. Vi came in very, very late, but because she was in that fight, you saw the damage she was doing and how much utility she was putting down.
Oh dear. Moose is going to get dropped here. Easy.
That's
kill.
Not what they need at this point. I mean, they've managed
to back off.
Yes,
he's
he
in
does.
For a world
he
of hurt
knows
now.
They're there.
Wait for the tongue lash. No, too late. He's dead. I give up at this point. Blitzcrank's here. Here comes the... Oh, no, he's just going to solo him. Not even giving assist.
Sorry, guys. I got it. He's tasty. He's
building AP on AP jungle, which... Is that it? That's a runic, isn't it?
Yeah, runic echoes.
Yeah, okay. Not the Cinderhulk Titanic Hydra you normally see.
But
where he does that
it's really working for him. And again, part of the reason this is working for him so well is because... I know I'm harping on about it, but I play in jungle a lot myself, and he's there in those fights. He's ganking. He's coming in and using utility. He's saving people. What is Vi doing for the team at this point? Bubble goes wide. Everything goes wide.
He does have the Q. Oh, is it there? He has ultimate available and just splats him down. He had the Crystal Scepter, so he was slowing him down with every star. So that was where that just... When Aurelion Sol builds that item, it's just
horrible.
Horrid.
It is horrible. Absolutely. It's like you remember when Ash's Q used to slow you like one of those, and once you started hitting you with that, I mean it still does. It works a bit differently now. Anyway, I digress. What can we go for with this? Red team have been playing so well, and blue team have started working this out to their favour.
The goal's completely even.
It is.
Spot on.
Surprisingly, it is.
Blue side have the dragons in their favour. So actually, what they need to do is just stall the game out. They're only 2 dragons away. If Yempo can stop getting grabbed, which he manages to avoid that time, that's going to come round really, really big for his team. They still got this tower. They have a tower advantage. Oh, no, they don't have a tower advantage. The 1 tower separates both teams. It's just the kills.
Tom Kent looking for Ezreal down the bot lane.
And he will get him if he tries.
He's going to find him. He goes in behind him. Slippery toad. Ezreal is in a world of trouble now.
Okay, shift over now. There it is. No, he's dead.
But he's doing a lot of damage.
The tongue lash gets not dodged. Look at the proc coming through. Here comes everyone. And what happened? He just melted him.
He's alive. He's alive. As a really nice roam back. Yeah.
Hellfire didn't come through for him.
Why didn't Street Fighter Hellfire help? The new Street Fighter game came out recently. It should have been patched to reflect that. Condorino is going to take the mid lane tower though. Ezreal was in a world of trouble there, but a really nice roam down the bot helped him out. I don't know if they needed to empty the whole bench onto the bot lane there, as it did loosen that mid tower. But Graves is going to have to really run fast here.
He's probably going to get away. Oh,
dun.
Oh, it just missed it. He quick drawed it.
That was quick draw, then a flash, I believe, was also used to get out of the way of that. So he quick drawed initially, and then to get around the corner, he flashed because that Celestial expansion was expanding pretty goddamn far.
Which one's Celestial expansion? Is it the Q or the Star expansion? I can't remember what it is.
You forgot your book. So.
I didn't even write it down in my book. I haven't done Aurelion Sol
He's a new champ. To be honest, we haven't seen a lot of Aurelion Sol. Ezreal is really starting to come online now. He's switched on massively.
Oh, here he is! One more... Oh, the passive. Maybe not one more Q. If he had his ultimate, he might be able to get a kill. Event Horizon doesn't connect onto Ezreal. He's still chasing down, I think. No, he's not. He's quit.
The important thing about that is not only has Ezreal finally hit this spot, he's got that Manamune, he's got that Iceborne Gauntlet, he's got himself Lucidity Boots, he's got himself Lifesteal, he's got himself a nice amount of farm, but the most important thing, he's just switched on. He's just reached inside his head, turned that switch that says, I'm not going to get pulled around anymore, quite literally. And he's using his abilities a lot more cautiously. Instead of arcane shifting, as soon as he sees someone, he's saving it a bit more. Let's see what happens when this Tom Kench finds him. See if he's finally found the power within him.
Well,
but for now,
we saw last time, but it did take the entire team to defend it. They might be able to siege on this tower. They decided to pull off here because Tom Kench is out of sight. He was near, but they didn't see him. Blitzcrank sped himself up, but just gets slowed by the Iceborne Gauntlet. Something which is still a bane in my side. But, they go straight down. The tidal wave. The combo came through. Yuki Neo in for a lot of trouble. Bensi flashes out to safety. Just melts the team. Yuki Neo decides to go straight through onto Ezreal, and he just gets killed because of the auto attacks. That was an ace. That was a triple kill. That was the turnaround. And I think Blue Side have it in their pocket now. This game is going so well for them.
They have turned it around completely with such a good fight. Everyone was there. Everyone was switched on. The combination of ults coming down. As soon as Blitzcrank fluffed up that grab, they knew that the initiation was so far down. They spread themselves out enough that the event horizon couldn't get them all. Aurelion Sol was just pushing back and back, and that will be the inhibitor. And if they play their cards right, they could even get the Baron off the back of this. Doesn't look like they're going to try.
So maybe not. Dragons in 24 seconds. Look towards Dragon 4.
Aurelion!
He wasn't paying attention. Oh no! A Claminator! He gets himself the kill. Is it a Claminator? A Claminator.
A Claminator. A Clamator. Man,
I just said letters and words.
Yeah, absolutely.
Formed a sentence.
Now,
our TP is coming through.
No, Abyssal Voyage.
Half healths him. He flashes over the wall. He gets knocked back
there.
by Vi, but Vi is melted through the health bar, and he's gonna die. The event horizon pins Ezreal in place, and they get themselves a 2-0. That's the dragon out. This could be dragon number 1, and just as Red side start to kind of fall off, they could get something out of this. They could get the team back in their side, with the game back in their favour.
Now, what happened there, really, against Blue side was the poor lane management meant that they had both wings, both top and bottom were pushing in towards them, which meant that some of them wanted to back, some of them had to go clear waves, some of them stuck around to try and steal some stuff in the enemy jungle, so they parted apart.
Spit him over the wall. There's dragon number 1 onto red side. Yeah. That's pretty big for them at this point. Tidal wave was a little bit late there.
A little bit late and really not worth it at all. I mean, once the dragon had already been killed at that point. Big wave up top means Graves has had to go deal with that. And again, this bot lane is pushing. Now, one of the problems that Red Team are really facing in these fights is they don't have... I mean, Echo has got himself the Iceborne Gauntlet, the Sunfire Cape, and the Spectre's Cowl. But besides that, the Mercury Treads as well, excuse me, they've got no tank stats whatsoever, and this is going to be the problem with Tahm Kench building the way he does. Tahm Kench is doing an absolute truckload of damage on everyone he goes in, but in these fights, he's getting it off of one or two people, and then just getting melted down, absolutely. If Red Team want to continue going this way, that's fine, but they need to focus on getting their picks better.
I want to know why Red Team have sent 3 people top to deal with their first tower, their outer tower. Jimster Moose could get grabbed here. The grab goes, just scratches his butt. They spent a lot of people up there to go deal with a Rainsol. Rainsol's backed off, but the wave was pushing into them. Bensi gets found by Grandpa Ian, and it looks like he's just going to try and take the fight. The excessive force is available to him. He's landing his concussive blows. He's landing everything. He throws him down, and he gets the kill. He pinned him in place long enough for him to not use that shield again.
That's my bae. That's my bae Vi coming in. The Piltover juggernaut that she is. The enforcer of Piltover. Big ol' going in, going to shut me up if I'm talking.
The bubble came through, and it looks like Jim's
on the back line.
The tidal wave, the dredge line, everything thrown down onto Cordenil, and Jimster Moose is just 1v3ing. The tower, however, did get dropped. Veigar came through. Veigar shut down Aurelion Sol here. Can anyone else come through? Veigar is in that bush. Nami's going to come through the bubble. Misses it. The event horizon is now... doesn't hit anyone.
Watch out.
Flashed. Ulted, misses the grab by just a smidge. Here is everyone. Bensi's coming through. The Echo has to ult out. It is a 2-0. It might go 3-0 at this point. Yuki Neo is getting slowed, and Nami's flash followed by an auto attack secures a double kill for Almalimator.
And here we go. This is what we're starting to see. So Tahm Kench tried to get that pick on Vi. Probably Vi and Nautilus are the only two members of the team he doesn't want to be doing that to. Vi turned it around so well, saved her ult for the very last second, so Tom Kench couldn't reap the benefits of that grey health because, just like earlier, he was in midair. TP being channeled very aggressively onto this tower.
Try and stop the minion wave dropping, but Almeida just decided not to engage on the tower, not to do damage. He wasn't doing a lot. True Shot Barrage clears the way for them as well. I don't think he needed to use it. But
probably not. No.
Whatever, man.
It has now also, by doing that, it has actually pushed that wave into Graves. We're at 31 minutes, so it's not like we're trying to micromanage every little bit of farm. But Graves is actually on 229 CS at this point.
He's doing fantastically well. He's 5 and 6. He's doing really good.
Whoa!
Ezreal has come online at this point. But, I mean, Duskblade Infinity Edge Ghostblade... That is some serious damage Graves is going to put down. He's got that armor pen available to him. Here comes the dragon. The dragon has the stun. The dragon stuns him in place. He gets knocked airborne and he just gets melted. Yuki Kiyo is now in for a bit of trouble. Jimster Moose does kind of pin himself in the wrong place, but I don't think he really worries all that much. The stun
the worst place!
The tidal wave comes through onto Blitzcrank and Blitzcrank gets killed by Israel. Kill number 10.
10! Going down, and Ezreal has really turned. He's opened up a new leaf in his book. He's enhanced that Manamune now to the Masamune, I believe it's called. Very nice. It just got big enough to just clip the edge of them there. Now they're pushing on yet another tower, and look at the objectives they can open this. With this tower, they will be allowed to do Baron with so much ease.
They need to take the middle inhibitor again because that has respawned. Yes. Top lane is pushing in their face.
Get out of here,
They
Ward.
just need to keep the siege up. I don't really understand why Aurelion Sol's backing off. There's still 7 seconds on Tankens, 9 seconds on Blitz. He's going to try and push that mid wave in. I feel... I'll give him that. That's a good idea.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll let you do what you want. But saying that, they had a really good... You are completely correct. They had a really good siege going, and it was broken off.
Ezreal needs to not lay off the siege to make this worth it.
Yes.
Blue side need to keep
Tom Kench in trouble.
Everyone handy. The ultimate comes through. He arcane shifts in. He isn't going to get it. Yampo gets grabbed, gets melted. Tom Kench is also in for a lot of trouble. Here comes the grab. The shield, the grey health is thrown through. I forgot the name of it there. Yeah. Good job.
Yeah, good job.
Well
he used that grey health just like he was
dear me! Maybe not the person you need. I got very excited for a tank getting grabbed under a tower.
Oh no, a tank, please.
Sunfire Cape and Iceborne Gauntlet. That tower's not killing him anytime.
33-minute Nautilus. Yeah, he's not in trouble. Gonna see the event horizon here. Didn't connect with Ezreal. Ezreal managed to shift out the way of it. Grandpa is doing a surprising amount of damage there, but he's not able to get those picks earlier. That's what he needs to do.
Grab, and the kill goes through onto Veigar. Benzi is forced to hop straight over the wall, but Veigar's going to get eaten by the Tom Kench. Tom Kench has come through. So, he landed it. Fantastic event horizon. Good grab to safety. He still has to land a little bit more. They're going to continue to chase
Vault Breaker.
Vi is getting not ready.
She's getting
Here comes the stun. The stun is not going to connect. The event horizon, the grab onto Podovan, and Podovan is melted down there. This now opens up the Baron.
This is the Baron. This is the Baron. If they play this smart, Vi is not going to be able to stop them, especially not with Grandpa there. He has his smite. Nautilus is going to chase up, but he does not have TP because he used it aggressively to get that top lane tower, and it is all beginning to unfurl at the rafters there. Vi being kept away by Echo there. Blitzcrank going in very aggressively. She is going to get stunned.
Straight onto the event horizon. She's going to get double CC'd at this point.
Oh my god!
What happened there? That went so well. Spoonback manages to get the kill, but crucially, the Baron got stolen. And I think Ezreal respawned at the perfect time. So Ez has the Baron too.
Wonderful, wonderful moves by Vi there. So Vi died. Aurelion Sol died. But Baron is not on Ezreal, unfortunately.
Okay, cool.
But Blue team, a team who are already giving red team problems with their sieges, now have the ultimate sieging tool on the Rift. They've picked themselves up the Baron. Vi should not have been allowed to get that. Tom Kench was there. The team got greedy for that kill on Vi. She is too tanky to be burst down, and she literally just walked past them and smited.
They sent 2 members to deal with her. 3 members, and then at the end 4, and it left Graves trying to solo the Baron. Graves
Hey
was
guys!
by the Baron.
And the Dragon.
And
fourth stack also going on to them here.
Vi played that really well. Vi actually, instead of just going, I can kill Graves, which she could have done, she
Absolutely.
instead went straight for the Nasher because she knew she was going to die. So she went in and just went, I'm either going to die or potentially steal the Dragon. It wasn't definite that she was going to steal it, but it was a really good steal.
It was a better use of her time than, and we see this a lot. And this is a real mark of a good player, and we say it quite a lot. If you know you're going to die, try and take something with you. Whether that be a kill, whether that be a key objective. This is so bad for Red Team.
I would argue a better player would be not getting killed or caught.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Mean.
But hey, even gods fall occasionally. Blitzcrank misses another crucial hook, but he was firing at the Nautilus as well. Red Team, at the beginning of this game, they were picking so well. They were just picking apart at the team. Gone forward a little bit quick, Jimster Moose, but he's so tanky, he just takes no damage. And Vi has now reached that point of tankiness, and she's with the team. That means she is able to put up these
fights.
They're
going to push straight onto this bottom.
And so they should, yes.
Actually, the minion wave is miles away. I don't think they're going to. No, they're going to pin away. They're going to get the wave, catch the wave, and bring it in.
Yeah.
They've still got a lot of time on this Baron. And this is paying off. You're seeing the payoff here now, from that really good steal, from that really good team calls, and just smart play. Very decisive and very smart play.
Through the wall.
He goes over the wall onto Blitzcrank. Probably don't want to take that duel, buddy. You're just going to get outpoked. The event horizon is there, and Bensi is losing a lot. Did have the Starrett's Gauge proc as well available, so it wouldn't have been the be-all and end-all if she got down a lot more. Look at the damage coming through, and Ezreal just landed 1Q and just melted health bars.
Ezreal is playing this perfectly by just standing on the back line and firing his spells accurately. Big tidal wave, here we go!
Duskblade was onto Jimster Moose, not going to do anything. Spookback is forced to flash the ultimate as the Zombies comes through, and he gets himself a kill onto Blitzcrank, and everyone is dropping on red side, and Yuki Neo is about to get sniped out. Can he get the kill? The True Shot Barrage does not secure the kill. Inhibitor number 2 is going to get dropped. That was a 3-for-1. Everyone on red side just got melted here. Yuki Neo gets pinned in place once again.
Watch Aurelion Soul hold them at the fountain. This spell, as part of Aurelion Soul's kit, is so good for these final minutes. Yes, that is Celestial Expansion. You are completely correct. That's another tower, though, to be completely honest, and the Nexus is falling. Condorino is going to get picked off in the final minutes of this game. Yuki Niko is going to survive, but at the expense of the Nexus. A fantastically played game by Blue Team, who lost it a little at the beginning of the game with a few poor decisions. Vi really didn't show up when she needed to, but they held it together into late game and they pulled it back with some phenomenal moves. While on the flip side, Red Team, who really started this game by picking Blue Team apart at the seams, they start Blitzcrank kept trying to pull the Nautilus.
It was the wombo combo was what was really doing it.
Yes.
Nautilus was going the depth charge through the team, the tidal waves, the massive multi-man bubbles, the massive Aurelion ult, and then followed by the Vi ult through the middle of the team as well.
I love it. You know I do.
Target CC AoEing people almost, and then True Shot barrages and Ezreal just melting the health bars of everyone. And suddenly it just kind of flipped on its head. Graves, that Duskblade was great in lane. Fantastic in lane. But unfortunately he ended up doing a lot of times where it was just him and Jimster. That Duskblade isn't really going to do him a lot when he goes 1v1 with a Nautilus.
Yes.
It's going to pop and do a bit of extra damage, but Nautilus can survive it.
Absolutely. One of the things we saw as well with those team fights is they just had the better targeting. One thing that you probably saw is that Jimster, for a frontline tank, spent almost all his time on the back line targeting Graves, targeting Spookback, even managing to take out secret carry Blitzcrank, who finished the game with 19 farm, which is terrible for a carry like him.
He had 6 kills. He had more kills than his AD carry. Yeah. But his AD carry had more assists.
So it came we've gone back to that.
Actually, but they had identical KDA.
Yeah, I know. But my point is that the positioning of Blue Team was so key to a lot of their victories in the fight. What you were speaking about the chain CC going on there, Nautilus's ult, not only did it always go to the back of the team where it could knock other people up, but in particular, it would only go to the back of the team if it could hit Condorino or Spookback. Two people who are doing hundreds of amounts of damage.
Hundreds of amounts of damage. And with that, Blue side managed to round it up with a fantastic team fighting comp. into the potential team fighting combo red side. More a pick comp.
The Baron Steel was
But
was
that
it for me.
Baron Steel was the thing. And MVP of the match has to go to Bensi with that fantastic flash Q at the beginning of the game. And more crucially, the Baron Steel.